If you are a mechanical engineer and piping feels confusing and overwhelming, it's not your fault. Remember, most beginners struggle in piping design not because they have not learned anything, but because they were not taught how the real project works and learned whole bunch of wrong things. So in this video, I will explain the 5 exact reasons why beginners struggle in piping design and how you can fix them. So without wasting your time, let's begin. Reason 1. Being unrealistic about the job requirement. Being a beginner and straight away from college, you tend to do the same practice that you have been followed in your college. In college, you must have read lots of theories to reflect in exams to score marks. It doesn't matter whether you really understood the concept or not, whether you really understood how it has to be really transferred to the real-time life or not. But jobs are not like that. In jobs, you have to deliver. If you don't deliver, you're not paid. In order to deliver, you should understand how this needs to be converted into the real-time applications. For that, you need to understand the nature of work. You need to understand how you can convert the design into the real-time usage of lives actually in order to meet the client requirements. You simply can't do some preparations based on some interview questions in order to become a piping design engineer. You really need to understand the real-time application. Reason 2. Relying on softwares. This is one of the biggest mistake most beginners continue to do it, thinking that learning the software means learning everything about design. Software is the only way to become a piping design engineer, and software will do everything in design. This is not true. Software is just a tool. Maybe we could say it is computerized and it is automized and it will give you a better reflection of your ideas. It will help you to prepare the drawings quickly and to prepare the 3D model quickly. But being a design engineer, you have to understand the problem, you have to find the solution, refer the international standard, and then produce a design. Softwares cannot produce a design. Softwares can only reflect your design. Let me give you a short briefing about the Pymedaca. Pymedaca is a piping design academy that helps you to learn the piping design skills used in a real-time job, be it a P&ID or supports or routing. These are primary design skills required for any piping design engineer across the world, and Pymedaca gives you an opportunity to learn these skills through a simple courses. Moreover, this channel produces an excellent content that will help you to elevate your career in piping design industry and also to learn the real-time job requirements so that you can efficiently work and also to excel in your piping design career. Reason 3. Not understanding the why. Most beginners try to memorize the theories without understanding the concept, not realizing the fact that they have to apply in the real-time job. You have to understand what you are actually doing. You should understand why are you designing like this, why you have to meet this requirement, why you have to exactly do this activity. All these things needs to be answered. You have to ask the questions to your tutor, find these questions to yourself, browse it, technically get clarified. All these things are important to understand how the actual job works. Reason 4. Not having a practical knowledge about the work. You simply cannot go to a job by having only a theory knowledge. In job, you have to deliver. In order to deliver, you should know the sequence. You should understand the workflow. You should understand how to read a particular input, how to read a P&ID, how to read a PMS, how to read a plot plan, and how to convert a particular input into a design and then into a drawing. You have to understand the execution sequence. All these things are important in order to efficiently execute the work. For that, you need to have the practical knowledge about the work. Reason 5. No site exposures. Most beginners have no idea about the construction issues, fabrication issues, and field constraints because they never looked into the other side of the design. Construction knowledge is very much important to develop a good design. If you don't possess the construction knowledge, you won't be confident in your design. But at the same time, if you have a little bit of a construction knowledge, you will be confidently say that your design can be implemented at site, because there are conditions where you feel like providing a support at one particular location. But in actual site conditions, it may be clashing with a cable tree or any other structure. So it may not be possible in actual site condition. So that is one of the reasons why thinking from the construction perspective is far more important for any design engineers. Now let's see how to fix this. Number 1. Being unrealistic about the job requirements. For this, go to the job portal, try to understand the real-time job requirements, make a list of requirements in a paper and try to get into a discussion with an experienced people or your tutor or your friends and try to understand how these things works actually in real-time job. Ultimately, end of the day, you need to understand how these things are important in the actual job. Number 2. Relying on softwares. In order to fix this, you need to understand how the design design execution works. You should understand the workflow. You should know how to read the P&ID, how to read the plot plan, how to read the PMS, how to convert an input into a drawing and to a design. You should understand the sequential workflow. What is one after other? What is the first step? What is the last step? What is your actual process of developing the design? All these things are very important. You will be able to get these informations by speaking to an experienced people, or you can get it clarified from your tutors, from your institutes. Number 3, not understanding the why. You should ask lots of questions to understand why you are doing a particular design, why you are meeting this requirement. Ask as many questions as possible. Even if it is a stupid question, you have to ask, because you need to clarify for yourself. Only then you can develop the design. If you shy away from asking the questions, you will not be able to get a clarification about that particular issue, and you will continue making that mistakes. So please ask questions and try to understand why you are doing a particular activity or a design. Number 4, no practical knowledge about the work. For this, you need to buy a course that gives you a practical knowledge and practical experience. Do not buy some cheaper course where you can only read about the theories, because nowadays theories are available everywhere, in YouTube, in articles, in books, and so many things. But what is not available is the practical knowledge. For that, you need to speak to an experienced people, get a right training to get a practical experience, because when it goes to a job, you have to deliver. You have to deliver each and every activity. If you do not know the step 1, step 2, step 3, you cannot deliver. So practical knowledge is extremely important to get into a job and to execute your job efficiently as well. And the last one is no site exposure. In order to gain a site exposure, you need to know the construction issues, construction complication. For that, let me recommend that if you get any opportunity into a construction field, please take it for the first 6 months to 1 year, because this will give you an enormous knowledge about the piping design. Not only about the piping design, how the entire industry works, how this oil and gas industry works, how the petrochemical industry works, what is the procurement, what is the materials requirement, what is the importance of layout, isometrics, plot plan. All these things, clarity, you will get it from the constructions actually. But most people are avoiding the construction job just because of going to a white collar job. Please remember, knowledge is the wealth. You need to understand the importance of knowledge. In order to get knowledge, you should do whatever things that has to be done. Because if you have a construction knowledge and then you become a design engineer, you will be able to develop a great design. So these are the simple ways you can fix this issue. If you have any comments, put it in the comment section and I will reply.